Hello everybody, my name is Cyberman Alf, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the recreation of Mission to the Unknown. Now, this is a really weird thing to review. I'm not saying this is a criticism of it, it's just that usually if I was going to review a normal episode of Doctor Who, I'd judge it on the story and performances and things, but I feel like it's unfair to hold anything in the story against them, seeing as they were just recreating a lost episode and they didn't write this script themselves. So, although story might factor into my opinion at the end, it will only be a very small factor, and I'm going to be focusing mostly on the performances and the passion that went into this project. So, what did I think of it? Well, this was amazing. Like, this genuinely felt like an episode of 1960s Doctor Who. Now, that might not sound that hard to do, but I can really imagine the struggles they'd really have. Like, for example, with a lot of the aliens and the Alliance with the Daleks, you've got to make them look like they were basically built from just scrap parts the BBC had lying around. Because in those days, Doctor Who had practically no money in it at all. So it's really hard. I can imagine it's really hard to make everything look really authentic, and I mean, it's got to look slightly rubbish. It was 1960s Doctor Who, but the sets look amazing. The costumes just look great. The Daleks look good in black and white. I mean, Nicholas Briggs does an excellent impression of the 1960s Daleks, and all the Federation delegates for the Alliance with the Daleks, they all genuinely look like something that they would have put together in the 1960s for Doctor Who. You can really see all the time and the effort and the passion they put into creating this thing. So I'm going to talk about all the performances in this episode now. And the performances, you can tell these people just genuinely love Doctor Who and actors. They really feel like they're characters here. Especially the person who's playing the main character. He just felt like something straight out of 1960s Doctor Who. Like, in 1960s Doctor Who, they're all stereotypical soldiers and people. He really felt like something that could really slot into that. And he did just an amazing job as the main character there. You also have Nick Briggs of the Daleks, who I talked about earlier, who does an amazing impression of the 1960s Daleks. And then you have the Alliance people, the aliens. Now, they don't really do much apart from the one with, like, all the hexagons on his face. And I think he does a really good job of this. And apart from that, you can't really say much about the Alliance, seeing as they just say, agreed. Also, the other people on the spaceship, I think there was, like, the one at the beginning who turned into a Varga. Oh, and a side note, the Vargas look incredible. I mean, I can't think how hard it must have been to recreate them, but they look stunning. But, yeah, there was the person who got turned into a Varga. I mean, he didn't really get to do much. Then there was the other one who was killed by the main character at the end. His performance is really good. You can really feel why he's questioning the main character so much. And it's a joy to watch, this thing. Something else I absolutely love about this is the music. And again, this feels so authentic and incredible. It really, really feels like 1960s Doctor Who. I mean, everything about this is just pitch perfect. The directing, the music, the performances, the costumes, just every single thing. I think if I'd watched this without knowing it was a 2019 recreation, I would have genuinely thought this was a 1960s Doctor Who episode. Another, like, really small thing, this is, like, a really, really small thing, but it really shows the passion and the research they put into this, is after the credits roll, it says, "The Daleks will return." And the person who created this has confirmed that the reason he put that in the end is because the main character, was originally based on James Bond. And at the end of the James Bond films, it says James Bond will return. And this just shows the amount of research, the amount of effort they put into this project. Another small thing I'm going to bring up here is that when you see the Daleks in the Dalek spaceship, when it's not like a close-up of one of the Daleks, it's actually a model. And this model was so well built, I really didn't notice this the first time. And And I'm so glad they've taken all this time and effort and this dedication and this passion and the research and put it into this. Because you couldn't really make a reconstruction of another classic episode. Because one, other episodes usually exist. That two, all the other ones have the Doctor in and you don't have the original actors. And sure, you could say the same that they don't have the original actors for this. But it's just amazing that they've been able to do this and that they have the support of the BBC and the Terry Nation estate to guide them. So overall, this is a triumph, and it genuinely feels like a 1960s Doctor Who episode. And for that, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Because it's just so incredible what they've been able to do. And although it would be good if they did more reconstruction like this in the future, we don't really need them, because I don't think they could come close to the perfection of this one. So, that was my review for the Mission to the Unknown recreation. What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. I upload videos every Sunday, and today I'm just going to give a shout out to my friend Flame Rockshaw on YouTube. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. I've been Cyberman Alf, but from me, for now, it's goodbye.